What's up, world? I'm a determined black man, John Jay, and as usual, I'm determined to reach at least one someone listening to the sounds of my voice, if not each and every one of you all. On today, I wanted to reach you all on a subject matter that when I first introduced you all to it, you probably was wondering, what was the correlation with the community? Why do we need to know anything about AI technology? And it was because I know the effect that it's going to have and it's coming soon and very soon. It won't just be a thing of the future, y'all. Check this out.
And they're like, what do I do? You know, and they're caught in the middle of it.
And then
It's
there's
tough.
that dichotomy of the super wealthy in the city, and then you have the super
Yeah.
unwealthy.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you see those coming together, and it is just an interesting thing to watch.
is.
So these cameras in this specific story was outside of San Francisco, the SPCA, and they rolled out the use of the robot unit dubbed K9. So that's what they call it.
And there's decorations on it. There's like little decals of cats
really?
and stuff on it. So it's they're trying to
Soften it.
Yeah,
Soften
exactly.
Smooth it a little bit.
Okay, here's one of those terms that I often use myself to describe the way that they're introducing things to our society without us being grossly aware. See, it's a way to do things without making you very aware of what's going on, you know what I'm saying, and still subconsciously embed these things inside of you. And this is what is going on. This is how we're going to accept it, because it's going to be a graduate process rather than just dumping it on you. This is the American way. This is how they always gone about introducing new things into our society that they wanted us to be under the influence of, or something that we know that will control us eventually, or something that could affect the way that we are living. Killer robots? Yeah, they couldn't just come out saying that they was going to arm robots and allow robots to make conscious decisions on people's lives and livelihood. They started by using them in these situations amongst the homeless. You know, people that don't even have a voice, or on Skid Row, as they call it, you know, out there in Hollywood. But anyway, yeah, a lot of things go through San Francisco, Silicon Valley, because you have the EPA, which regulates all the environmental consciousness, as they say. You know, it's the government as far as whatever goes into the air, what goes into our environment. They regulate those things. And so when you start dealing with human rights and stuff like that, of course, they're going to start off by introducing it to California and New York, or what I like to call climate checkpoints. These are places where they check the temperature of the reactions of people, and general people, and how they're going to react and perceive these things that they're trying to introduce to the society as a norm. They soften your perception of whatever this device is, or whatever the item is that they're trying to introduce to the public, by gradually introducing it, by making it seem friendly. This has been the American way. This has been the paganistic way since the beginning. You know, this is what they do. This is how you go about getting the general public on your side and to agree with things, because they don't really know the degree of things. Tons and tons of data will be stored into these robots, and allowing that data to be what they use to make judgment decisions. But who knows, you know, because a robot can't possess emotions, and that's something that they're trying to also implement into the robots as well, by actually capturing some of our souls and putting them into these robots so that they will be able to capture emotions. Because see, that's the difference between something robotic and something that's human. You know, it doesn't have the ability to actually rationalize and to feel emotion. So it would make a decision just based off of calculation and numbers and data that's been programmed into it or recorded over time from experience. And that's how it would judge everything based on, it won't judge things according individually. It would do it just according to what information has been provided to it, to just scan through and say, okay, this is how I react to this, because this was commonality. Y'all, hey, we got to get prepared, man. And we need to make sure that that's our fight right there at the ballot box right there. Because when it comes to things like this stuff gets voted in. It starts in cities like San Francisco. This was just 4 years ago. Now look, 4 years later, this is the legislation that they want to try to push forward now. This is what they propose for the city of San Francisco now. Check this out. Went from friendly little stickers to this. Yeah, from friendly little humanoids just 4 years ago, downtown San Francisco, monitoring the homeless through video surveillance. And now you want to all out arm them with shotgun shells. Come on, y'all don't check this out.
Police in Oakland want to add a new tool, robots with shotguns.
A live round can go in, absolutely. and you'd be getting a shotgun round.
Now, as first reported by local as well as the Intercept and Committee Subcommission has been discussing adding the option to shoot projectiles to a remote-controlled robot. It would be similar to the robot used by Dallas police back in 2016 to kill the man suspected of shooting and killing 5 police officers. Police commissioners seemed skeptical about the idea.
It's a lot easier to just pull out a rifle or a gun and shoot somebody than it is to put a live round into this thing. But I think we are all concerned about the dystopian sort of universe where a robot sneaks into our room and shoots us, which I know is not the intention, but certainly is a scary thought and where everyone's mind goes to.
The police commission put the proposal on pause, but an OPD officer confirmed to The Intercept that the department is looking into the idea. During that meeting last month, the commission discussed possible restrictions for a robot that could fire deadly projectiles.
So I'm not just trying to clickbait you with conspiracy and all these radical ideas, like I'm just coming up with different stuff off the top of my head and I want to just clickbait you all into viewing my content. No, I put a lot of thought and I do a lot of digging to get you this information and not just give you the topical of it. I try to go beneath the surface of what they may provide to you in the news and give you a deeper or more broadened idea of what could possibly be. You know, these are my reactions. And so I'm not trying to create any type of incitement or make anybody else just radicalize or feel any type of way just because I feel the type of way that I feel. Also a good reason for us to be careful with our cries to defund the police, because what comes along with that is a solution. And this very well may be the solution in their eyes. And it's just a matter of our actions. It's a matter of our shutting them down at the polls. It's a matter of our actions rather than reactions. See, we have to be more proactive, as I always say. We have to be more proactive than reactive, not waiting till everything happens and everything is piled and weighed against us. Let's go ahead and start maneuvering our way to the front line so that we can see what's going to happen before it happens. And that's what people like me, that's what organizations that are pushing for the same understanding amongst our community. That's why we need your support. We need you to hit the like button. We need you to subscribe. We need you to get into the things that are going to help us survive as a society, as a community, as a black people or a people of color. And I am a determined black man, John Jay, and I wish each and every one of you the best. Stay up and stay good, good people. I'm out. 1.